Levi's factory in Brazil to show you how jeans are made. Let's check it out. This factory produces over 5,000 pairs of jeans every day, using more than 6,500 meters of fabric. The fabric's official name is Denim because it originated in a French city called Nîmes, so Denim. It's been popular for so long because it's comfortable and also very resistant to tearing. The secret lies in its weave. Diagonal lines help distribute tension evenly across the fabric. It starts out like this, in a very dark blue, but later we'll see how it gets those different shades. And do you know why it's blue? It's because of the dye called indigo, which doesn't fully penetrate the cotton threads. So when you wash it, the lighter parts start to show through. That's what gives jeans their classic look. If you look closely, you'll see white threads with a blue background. Jeans can be made from 100% cotton or with a bit of elastane to make the fabric stretchier and more flexible. When the fabric arrives, it goes to a lab where it's tested for pilling, tear resistance, color fading, and overall color consistency. Next, they create a cutting layout to make the most of every piece of denim. The pattern is printed on a very thin sheet of paper, which is placed over a stack of 100 layers of fabric. At that point, you might wonder, what kind of scissors can cut through this? This machine right here, it looks like a jigsaw, but instead of a saw, it uses an incredibly sharp blade. To use the machine, you wear a glove that looks like medieval armor. Actually, I'm wearing it on the wrong hand. You're supposed to wear it on the hand in front of the blade, not the one holding the machine. There's also a sharpener right up front that constantly hones the blade because it dulls quickly when cutting through such thick stacks of fabric. As you might imagine, only experienced workers use this machine. Just a few millimeters off, and you could mess up the whole cut. Can you believe this is going to turn into a pair of jeans? Yeah, me neither. Time for a new player, the thread. It's usually 3 times thicker than the thread we use at home. Almost all sewing is done by hand, with multiple reinforcements for durability. For example, bar tacks are used in high-stress areas. The inner side is stitched with an interlock machine that sews, trims, and reinforces the seams all at once. This pocket is Levi's trademark, and the stitch style is called filigree. The machine that sews the pocket also attaches the red tab, that little red Levi's label. And inside the front pocket goes the logo, a print showing 2 horses pulling at the jeans to prove their strength. This is done with silkscreen printing, where the ink only passes through the areas of the design. The belt loops have to be one of the strongest parts of the jeans. They can't break under any circumstances. A robot handles this part. The seamstress positions the jeans while the robot cuts and sews the loop in one motion. This tiny inner pocket we use for coins or cards today used to hold a pocket watch, hence the name watch pocket. The clothing designs come from the company's headquarters in California. Here at the factory, every piece follows the brand's international standards. If you try ordering Levi's jeans abroad, they might not understand you because in the US, it's pronounced Levi's. In France, you'd say Levi. In Brazil, we say Levi's. The history of jeans is pretty fascinating. Pants made from denim were already being used by gold miners in California because the fabric was extremely durable. Still, the pants would tear at stress points, so the big innovation was reinforcing those areas with copper rivets. And that's how the first jeans were born, the famous 501 model, which is what I'm wearing right now. The design was later patented by inventors Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss. Yes, Levi, as in Levi's. The name 501 came from the lot number of the original jeans, but the word jeans has a different origin. It was a sturdy fabric used by sailors from Genoa, Italy. In French, Genoa is jean, which eventually evolved into jeans in English. Even though the fabric was denim, the name jeans stuck. What started as workwear built to endure rough conditions is now an everyday essential. You can wear jeans to work or even to a party. Fresh out of the sewing process, jeans have a totally uniform color, very different from what we're used to seeing. That's because they still need to be faded to get that worn-in look. But it's not as easy as it sounds. Fading has to look natural, as if the jeans were actually worn. It takes precision to distress just the right areas. Let's go check it out. The first step is recreating the fading caused by folds in the fabric, and that's done with lasers. The design is pre-programmed, and the jeans are placed on a virtual template that maps out where to fade. The laser burns off the dye to reveal the lighter fabric underneath. It's really magical to watch. Let's be honest, you didn't think those fade lines were made by a laser, right? I think that alone deserves a like down below. You've probably noticed that the original dark blue color is still there. So now the jeans go through a wash process to lighten the color done in these giant machines. The process, called stonewashing, involves actual stones being worn on the fabric. Today they use enzymes instead, much more sustainable. And all the water used is 100% recycled, thanks to an in-house treatment facility. The water starts out blue, as you saw, but passes through a mechanical filter, then a biological one, and finally comes out clear, ready to be reused. Just so you get an idea of how much the jeans change, here's the same pair before and after stonewashing. The color is totally different, but it's still the same jeans. All these fades, these contrasts along the hem and sides were just added during the process. The jeans are then dried at around 70 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. They can shrink by up to 15% at this stage. So shrinkage has to be factored into the design of the jeans. The rips in distressed jeans are also made with lasers, but using more power. At first it looks burned, but soon you see the threads underneath and that area will turn blue. The wear along hems and pocket edges is created by scraping with a grinder. There's still one more treatment, discoloration, using a spray of potassium permanganate, that violet salt you saw earlier dissolved in water. It reacts with the dye and lightens the jeans, but don't worry, they won't stay looking all purple like that. They'll go through another wash and drying cycle. Here you can compare. One pair has only gone through laser treatment with crease marks, and the other has already been sprayed with permanganate. It creates a kind of shine around the thigh area. After all this, the jeans may come out a bit wrinkled. So there's an entire section here just for ironing. Some of the ironing is done with a regular steam iron, just like the one you might have at home. But now let me show you a dream machine. This machine injects steam directly into the pants and finishes the job in seconds. At the final stage, there's a quality check. Any lint or loose threads are trimmed off. And after all the washes, the rivets and buttons are finally attached. The 501 jeans still follow the original design with no zipper. The fly was made entirely of buttons, since zippers hadn't been invented yet. It wasn't a drawback though. Levi's developed a button style that's easy to open. Once you pop the first, the rest come down like a zipper. The last step is the label, which includes the model, waist size, and leg length. This info is also printed on a paper tag and a sticker label to help you find the right pair more easily in stores. Phew. All done. Let's be honest. I had no idea so much work and technology went into making a single piece of clothing. And it's amazing that we got to see it all here at Levi's, the company that invented jeans 152 years ago. Everything we showed is how jeans are made today, but people are already thinking about the future. We spoke to Pedro Andrade, founder of the brand PIE and a Levi's partner. He's testing a whole new way of dyeing jeans.
We're working on pigmenting jeans for the next stage of our partnership with Levi's. The dyeing process is done using bacteria. This particular strain is found right here in Brazil. It's a bacterium that's already cultivated in a lab. The pigment it releases is very similar to the color of indigo, and its waste in the water is nearly zero, and it's safe to return to nature. That's our goal in this partnership, to combine heritage with science and find more regenerative solutions.